ఈరోజు మనం అటామిక్ స్ట్రక్చర్ గురించి తెలుసుకుందాం. సో కెమిస్ట్రీలో వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ టాపిక్, వెరీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ టాపిక్ ఇది, అండ్ హైయెస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ టాపిక్ కూడా మనకి ఇదని చెప్పొచ్చు. దిస్ అటామిక్ స్ట్రక్చర్. టుడే వి డిస్కస్ ద టాపిక్స్ based on atomic structure was the first topic is electrons. Okay na, the first topic we discuss in the atomic structure is electrons, and the second topic is about protons. Okay na, and the third one is neutrons. Okay na, the third one is neutrons. Shall we discuss the first topic as the electrons? Okay na, let we discuss the topic electrons. Okay now, if we see, electrons are nothing but the charges of negative. Electrons are actually, the electrons are first discovered by the J.J. Thomson scientist. Some of the synopses about electrons. So actually the electrons, okay na, the electrons was discovered, the electron was discovered in the cathode ray experiment, in the cathode ray experiment by J.J. Thomson. Okay na, experiment by the scientist J.J. Thomson. Okay na, J.J. Thomson. If we see the cathode ray experiment above the slide, if we observe carefully the tube and other parts of the experiment. So now see, the second and major of points of electrons are the charge. Okay na, the charge of an electron, the charge of an electron is nearly minus 1.602 into 10 to the power of 19 coulombs. Okay na, nearly 10 to the power of 19 coulombs, and it was discovered by, and these electrons charge was discovered by the electron charge was discovered by the scientists by the experiment Mulliken's oil experiment, by Mulliken's oil drop experiment, by oil drop experiment. And the major point we discuss about electrons is the specific charge. Okay na, the specific charge of electron, that is E by m, the specific charge of an electron, that is E of m, is equal to 1.76 into 10 to the power of 11 coulomb per kg. Okay na, 7.6 into 10 to the power 11 coulomb per kg. And the major point of this electron is the charge on 1 mole of electron, the charge of 1 mole of electron is, and see here, it is similar to 96,500 coulombs. Okay na, or it is also, we say that, is equal to 1 Faraday. Okay na, so here what saying is the charge on 1 mole of electron, which is equal to 1 Faraday and is similar to 96,500 coulombs. This is about the electrons. Okay, now shall we say the second topic as the protons. Okay, now we see about about the topic protons. Actually, protons was discovered by Goldstein. Okay, now the protons was discovered. Okay, now was discovered by Goldstein by the experiment of, okay, na, by the experiment of anode ray. Okay, na, by the experiment of anode rays, or we say it is also known as canal rays. Okay, na. So about anode rays we will discuss in the above classes. Okay, na. The major point about the proton is the specific charge. Okay, na. The specific charge of proton, the specific charge of proton is nearly a 9.58 into 10 to the power of 4 coulombs per grams. Okay, na, 4 coulombs per grams, 4 coulombs per grams. And the major point is the mass of 1 mole of, okay, na, the mass of 1 mole of proton is nearly 1.007 grams. Okay, na. This is about the protons. And we see the other one topic, neutrons. Okay, na. Neutrons. So actually it is very difficult to find or identify the charge of neutrons, because it doesn't react for any other metals or such items. About neutrons was discovered, okay, na, was discovered by James Chadwick. Okay, na. James Chadwick is a scientist who discovered the neutrons in the year 1932. Okay, na. In the year of 1932, the Chadwick discovered the neutrons. And we mention here the reason, okay, na, the reason for the late discovery, okay, na, the reason for late discovery of neutrons was it's due to its neutral nature. Okay, na. And the one of the topic or one of the key point we have to see the mass of 1 mole of, okay, na, the mass of 1 mole of neutron, the mass of 1 mole of neutron is nearly 1.008 grams. Okay, na. These are major points to know about protons, neutrons and electrons. Okay, na. That's it today for the class.